Good afternoon. I want to thank you all so much for being here today. I'm city manager. You want me to move up? I'm taller up here. You didn't have to laugh that hard. So it's been my distinct honor to serve alongside Mayor Dr. Andy Mack. Over the next few moments, we'll share a few words about Mayor Mack that highlight his service, his accomplishment, his friendship, and we'll also give him a few tokens of appreciation to commemorate his decades of public service. So looking back at the last 9 years and seeing all of the mayor's accomplishments that the community and the city council has supported, it's easy to think he had a smooth road when you celebrate those accomplishments. But the little difficulties that he didn't experience much, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Mayor Mack entered office after winning a bitter election and was tasked with leading a new, inexperienced city council, which included folks who had supported his opponent. Then shortly after his footing, his first city manager, David Willard, decided to retire. And Dr. Mack got to lead a new search for a new chief executive officer or city manager. The mayor also entered the office about the time the comprehensive plan was finalized. So it was much like a train without a conductor, and the city had its course, but no one to lead its way. So after bringing on Keith Bonds, hey Keith, how you doing? The second city manager, the mayor faced another unforeseen circumstances. Anybody remember the COVID pandemic? It brought immense challenges for the mayor and the community to face together. And if you think about those challenges with a new council, a new manager, and not being able to meet in person. Let me tell you, it's hard to maintain an organization's direction when you're trying to do everything over the phone and Zoom. Then, you guessed it, Keith Bonds decided to retire. The mayor had to select a third city manager during his tenure. This level of city manager turnover in the city of Longview is unprecedented in a single mayor's term, like Mayor Mack experienced. So if you add it up, 2 years of not meeting in person, 3 different CEOs asked to implement a comprehensive plan for the city he didn't help establish, it was in short challenging. You know, one thing I've heard, and many of you have told me that, is that the mayor was too busy, and people have said, he'll tell you, I can tell you this, he has always had time for me when I requested it, whether that be 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or unfortunately several hours at times. And many people say that we're always in agreement. I can tell you we weren't always in agreement, but what I can tell you is that what Mayor Mack says, he believes. And what he believes, he stands by. If you know us now, you may be fooled, like I said, into thinking the Mayor Mack and I have always been aligned, but the mayor has always been willing to challenge me and tell me what he thinks. And for those of you that work for me, you know I can be dog-headed at times. I asked our media development team to scour the archives to share one comment from back during the mayor's first tour of duty as a council member, and this is just to show everybody who thinks I've always been his guy. Would you watch this, please? Okay, I wanted to go through just a few brief points about the project. Real Road was a project that was identified in the Master Transportation Plan. The project duration is estimated at 36 months.
But I think I could dig it in 36 months with a shovel. I mean, what on earth is going to take 3 years to do a stretch of road?
If not one of my fonder moments with the mayor.
Nor mine.
But Mayor, I want you to know I fully understand the place from where that comment came. You truly love Longview and you want the best for it. And in case you don't fully see it for yourself, let me say Longview is a better place because of you. Teague Park, downtown renovations, dare say it, no smoking in restaurants, no red light cameras, and an energized LeadCo, great new projects like the Gap, Dollar General, and most recently the Eastman reinvestment. Public safety pay, police body cameras, the 2018 bond improvements, the 2022 fire pension bond, our sign ordinance, the Unified Development Code, the Walk of Honor, the Longview Arboretum and Nature Center, Arts Longview, food trucks, infrastructure reinvestment, and so much more
Term limits.
have changed the landscape for our community because of you. I know you're ready to ride off into the sunset, and I respect that, but we will miss you. You have been a steady presence through snowmageddon, water main breaks, COVID-19. You've been a stalwart leader of the council and cheerleader for our community. And you've been a good friend. Thank you. Y'all are stuck with me a little bit longer. I'd like to invite Dietrich with the Community Services. He's the director of that department. He has a gift to you from the city of Longview as well as Arts Longview.
Jeez, I cannot walk and chew gum. So how am I going to hold the microphone? I asked, is there going to be a podium? Richard said, no. So, Mayor Mack, when Arts Longview and the cultural and performing arts community sat down to consider to appropriately honor you, a lot of ideas were taken into consideration. Mayor Mack has given of himself in so many ways for this past decade that no single gift or item can match or appropriately express the gratitude we feel. And while the mayor has been a champion of all facets of Longview, his support has been particularly vital to the success of our creative community, opening the door to a cultural designation from the Texas Commission on the Arts and sparking redevelopment in our city center. But in addition to his support of the arts, one other aspect of his time as mayor should be recognized. As many of you know, Mayor Mack has never taken his mayoral stipend. Instead, for 9 years, he has chosen to use this compensation to support graduating students from the 4 public schools. He also has written many times for Longview ISD's publication, The Voice. He truly has a heart for the next generation of Longview. It is in that spirit that we set out to commission a work of art from a Longview student to give to the mayor as a special recognition. Ava Arnold is best known in Longview as the muralist who painted Spring Melody. It is the outstanding mural of a young girl blowing a dandelion that can be seen from Cotton Street. Ava is graduating this month from Spring Hill High School, and she has been accepted into Savannah College of Art and Design. On behalf of the Board of Directors for Arts Longview and the Office of Cultural Arts and the 9 partner agencies, we want to thank you so much for your dedicated support. And we have 2 gifts from you, a letter from the Arts Longview Board and the representation that Ava did for that was commissioned.
Thank you, Doctor. All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Very kind, very kind.
We'll take that.
Thank you.
So now, one of the tasks that he put first and foremost, and many of you have heard it and you'll hear it again, I'm sure, was he put forth a lot of effort on public safety pay. As a part of that, our police and fire chiefs want to show their appreciation, and we will invite up Chief Steelman, who is always good with the mic.
Thank you, Roland. Mayor, I promise this will be shorter than a public safety presentation. So, you and I had a meeting shortly after you went into office on June the 1st. And I've got to say, and I've been involved with the city for 33 and a half years, and politicos come and go in those periods of time. And we sit down and you talked about your vision for public safety, which is near and dear to my heart because we're 2/3 of that here in the city of Longview at the fire department. And you laid out a vision, and I've got to say 9 years later, you have checked every one of the boxes that were on that list in that meeting on June 1st, 2015. And for the men and women of the Longview Fire Department, just know that our bar is higher and our service is better because of the support that you have shown toward public safety. Now, Rollin stole a lot of my thunder with all of the bad times that we've been through. I mean, he mentioned the pandemic, he mentioned Snowmageddon, he might have left out Uri, some tornadoes, some straight line winds, and some other things. And also being the fire chief and wearing the emergency manager hat, there's a direct line that has to happen between the emergency manager and the mayor when those bad days happen. And you never failed to provide that direction, that leadership, that guidance, to go to bat for us if it meant we were, at odds with the county. Our county partners are at odds with the state. You were always there to back us up, whatever that course needed to be. And whether it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the morning, you were always willing to take that phone call or respond to that text message and provide that oversight that is so much needed in those desperate times. I thank you for that leadership and providing that guidance for me for the last 9 years. We also have a gift we would like to present to you. Knowing that you're a huge Longview Lobo fan, we've reconditioned a fire helmet to represent the Longview Lobo. When I originally asked about your favorite color, I was told it was blue, and there was no way I was going to give you a blue. That's PD's color. You weren't going to get a blue fire helmet. But a Longview Lobo green helmet, the front signifies your time of service and your stature as the 45th mayor in the history of the city of Longview. So we hope you'll hang that in your man cave, show that off in your office, but thank you for your support and what you're doing for the fire department.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now I'll welcome to the stage Chief Boone.
Mayor, our personal protection equipment's a vest. I didn't figure you wanted an old vest, so we went with the plaque option instead. But again, I'll just echo what Chief Stillman said. You ran on public safety. You said you were going to address that, and you have done that. You've delivered on everything you said you were going to deliver on. Your homeless task force, from that, we had our post unit created. Just this month, in the last 30 days, we've actually been able to get 12 different people off the streets. It's been a great program. The Go Giver Gala is what allowed us to get that initial funding going to get that off the ground. We've had that since 2018. We just brought a new member in. It's one person retired, and it just has not lost traction. It just continues to grow and grow. And again, that was your foresight that got that going, and I thank you so much for that. I thank you for putting your faith in a homegrown candidate to be chief during your time, and hopefully I haven't disappointed you too much. And again, just your professionalism, whether it's, again, like Chief Stillman said, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. I have had to call you before at different times of day. Always, you act like you're already awake, and we have a great conversation, pass on the information, and you're always super thankful for whatever we're doing, and I appreciate it so much. And with that, we have this plaque for you. It's got your dates on there, and then also, and I forgot to mention the building, of course. Who could forget our building? It's awesome, just a wonderful building. Definitely invite anyone, if you haven't, just come into the lobby if nothing else, and definitely thankful to have something like that from the city. So it's got our challenge coin on this as well. Anytime you want to look at the building, it's right there on there. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
So I will stand in real quickly since Dwayne Archer's not with us, and plus that's my old neck of the woods, but on behalf of the Public Works Department, we wanted to present you with something that we thought you could hang. It says Mayor Dr. Andy Mack Boulevard. I actually wanted to say Way, but they said I couldn't do that. And so it's 2015 to 2024. So
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
I appreciate that.
And next, we want to invite up our mayor-elect, Kristen Ishihara, to say a few words.
Thank you, Rollin. What did Rollin just call me? New and inexperienced? Is that what he called me originally? I think that's what he said. In case you didn't catch it, he was talking about me. And in reflecting about what I would say about our fine mayor today, I decided it was okay to publicly tell you that we didn't get along when we first met, since Andy went ahead and put that on his Facebook just a couple days ago. And in fact, in preparing for this, I went back and read it, and I thought, oh, golly. When I began this journey back in 2015, not everyone was on board with my vision for Longview. Kristen Ishihara, in particular, did not support my candidacy. In fact, she stood firmly behind my opponent.
Wait, keep reading.
Yeah, well, that's
keep
not.
reading.
Yeah, he turns it around. But I think the way that we started gave me a really good insight into the kind of person that you are, Andy. Because when we met and you were forced to work with me, I was a baby council person. I didn't know my head from whatever that saying is, and you grew me up. Sitting in a chair next to you for 8 years, I learned everything about how to serve and how to be a public servant from you. But it gave me an excellent opportunity with someone who wasn't sugarcoating and wasn't being nice to me to view what kind of person he is. And I will tell you that he is honest. What you see is what you get. Doesn't matter if you like it or not. What you see is what you get. He is sincere. He's not here for public gain. He's not here. Are you going to give me a different mic? Thank you. Thank you. He's not here because it's benefiting him personally. He's not here because he's going on to higher office, right?
Right.
Get right into the sunset. 100%. Yeah. He is here because of his genuine love for Longview, for its residents, and for making Longview a better place. And I can confirm that behind closed doors, out here in public, he always did what was right for Longview. Whether it was hard, didn't matter who was on the other side, didn't matter what kind of flack he was going to get, he always made the right decision for Longview. And that's the kind of leadership I'm proud to have served under. There's a couple of just specific things I want to thank you for, and I think it's the legacy that you leave. Andy's very first meeting, we tackled red light cameras. It was one thing that prior to that we'd been kind of kicking off, waiting for the state to take care of, and Andy came in and put it on his very first agenda, and we just did it. So, all right, this is the way it's going to be. We're just going to handle big problems. We're not going to be afraid to tackle things, and I respect and admire you so much for those things. You also, that I haven't heard anybody say yet, came in and changed all of the leadership at Longview Economic Development Corporation. If there is one person in Longview that deserves credit for all of the incredible investment that we're getting now, it's you, for your vision. And in the last couple of years, what have we announced? The biggest project Longview's ever seen. Wait, now it's the biggest project Longview's ever seen. And just a month ago, the biggest project Longview's ever seen. 3 amazing economic development projects due 100% to your vision and your leadership, Andy. COVID, of course, I fully believe that God put you in that position because you were the only person that could bring us through it with transparency, with confidence, with medical knowledge that none of us had. We were secure here in Longview because we had a leader that was telling us what was happening daily and making us feel like we were a community brought together. You were the only person that could have done that for us. There are so many other things that you've heard listed here, the bond project, the comprehensive plan, but the changes, the betterment of Longview that's happened under your leadership, Andy, it's things that you can see, it's things that you can feel. Longview is just, I'm so proud to live here. It's such an exciting time to be a part of it, and I just want to thank you for being my role model. I feel like you're a little bit like my council dad. I don't know if that's appropriate to say. But your vision was bold, it was fearless. It's just, I hope to fill half of your shoes, and I'm so grateful to you. You always answered my phone call. I hope that you will promise here publicly to continue to always answer my phone call. But I'm grateful for you, and I love you. Thank you, friend.
So, following this line of transparency, this mayor did not want us to throw this celebration for him. He was not looking forward to it. He basically said, I'm doing it because you asked. With respect to that, I asked him about 20 minutes ago, I said, how's it going? He said, this has been really good. So with that, I wanted to offer you, I know this wasn't your thing, but I'm going to offer you, if you'd like to say a few remarks, you're more than welcome to. I've not known you to pass up a mic normally, but this is your chance.
I just want to just say thank you to everybody. I'm not going to take up your time. It's kind of hard for me to speak about things right now, but it's been an honor. Thank you.
So many of you, if you have thoughts you want to share with him, don't do it now. Do it outside in the lobby, run into him, come up to him, talk to him. I want to thank you all very much for attending today and helping to send off Dr. Mack. So thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you all very much.
Go greet your fans. Greet your public.